welcome to another episode of the Real Gym Experience UK. Slightly different today because we're at a powerlifting strength gym. If you've been watching the show, which we appreciate everyone who watches it, you'll know that we've always been to bodybuilding shows. We've been kind of bodybuilding focused. But today I got a message from Ewan here, and he asked us to come down to his gym, Alliance Barbell in Standish, which we're gladly doing. Powerlifting is not really my thing, so it's going to be an education for me today. So this is Ewan, the owner of Alliance Barbell in Standish, and this is Andy, the head trainer. Would that be correct to call you?
I'll just help you. I'll
just
help you in that,
yeah. So what's the background behind this gym, Ewan? What did you do before, and when did the moment come to that you thought I'm going to be a gym owner? Talk us through that.
Yeah, so pretty much started like training when I was like 10, 11 years old.
Right.
It was boxing. So I started in boxing, did the amateurs till I was 18. And it was always like grungy, like in a mill, kind of like Rocky type gyms. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Did all that. So I think them early years of doing that kind of like cemented what I liked training, like the training environment. Do you know what I mean? I like it grungy and hardcore and stuff like that. And the gym that I trained at, underneath, it was called Grapevine Gym in Burnley. Underneath, there was a bodybuilding gym. Okay. So because I didn't want to do the warm-up, me and my mate, we used to run downstairs and sneak off before anyone knew us. We used to max out the bench press. And even the lads back then said, if you're bench pressing, you need to train your back as well. So we had to max out our pull-ups. So we'd max out bench press, pull-ups, and then run back upstairs and do the boxing.
Right.
So that was till I was like 18. And then I got a shoulder injury. And I started lifting weights to like actually help it. And I just fell in love with it. The boxing kind of went to the wayside. So started lifting weights, more of a bodybuilding style training.
Was you at that gym you mentioned below the boxing gym? Is that where you were?
No. So then this was, I started training with Hash, who you have interviewed. Yeah. Back then he was just a PT.
Are you from that end?
I'm from Blackburn, yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So loads of good gyms in Blackburn for bodybuilding, yeah. And that's predominantly like the vibe there. So we used to train super hard and I really loved it, but I always liked lifting heavy weights. Yeah. And he wanted me to compete in bodybuilding.
So was your first style of training bodybuilding after boxing?
Definitely, yeah. Very much like high intensity Dorian Yates style.
Yeah.
We was in the gym for like 40 minutes maximum, but like absolutely sending it. And I built a good amount of muscle, but he wanted me to do bodybuilding.
Yeah.
But I wasn't interested. I only wanted to lift heavy. So I Googled powerlifting. I saw a YouTube video back then, like this was like 2012, like Dan Green and like Eric Lilbridge. You might not know these people, but these these videos that were on camcorders and like hardcore, like like the Blood and Guts Dorian Yates.
Are these British guys or the
Americans? Yeah. And I was like, what is this? Like deadlifting like crazy amounts of weight, and like Dan Green looked like a bodybuilder, like he could compete like a bodybuilder. And I'd always thought of powerlifters as just being fat and, like through strongman.
Yeah.
But I was like, what is this sport? So I Googled it and then signed up to a comp. And at the time, it was in Intershape Gym in Cornwall. And I'd never squatted to depth. I'd only gym squatted.
Okay.
So they were all high. So I came in and I was like, I thought I was going to break British records. And I like dropped my squat to like, I think it was like 180 kilos and I only just got it. Because I'd never squatted low enough. But I was hooked then. And then.
So how old were you there?
I was 21.
Okay.
So I competed as a junior then. And I just absolutely loved it. And then fast forward from there, I did well as a junior, and I worked jobs like everyone has. Got a young family, kind of had a bit of like a like not a breakdown, but like I was like my life just not going in the direction I want. Split up with my missus and stuff like that, and it was a perfect start, like time to just restart everything.
Yeah.
And I did, and then I just realised I just couldn't fit into like normal working a job, and so I just wanted to make my passion into a living, and then started this in 2021 out of my garage, just training people.
Was it 1-to-1 that you were doing at the time?
Yeah, 1-to-1, but I was hustling. I was working like 7 a.m. till like 8 at night at my house, and then doing boot camps on Saturdays and stuff. So it wasn't like it is now, but all the money I was making, I was reinvesting in kit, and then eventually making a plunge to do that. But it was basically, this is what I love doing, and I can't work normal jobs anymore.
Are you a natural coach, do you think? You know how you love doing it yourself, but does it come natural to teach it also to others?
Annoyingly, it does. Because, like, realistically, I've never really saw myself as a coach. I've always seen myself as a competitor.
Yeah.
But I think it has come quite natural to me. I have got quite a good eye for things, and I am quite maybe on the spectrum, whereas I see stuff very like analytical.
Yeah.
So I have become quite good at it in this field.
Yeah.
And I've got experience in different sports and at a high level in powerlifting. So I kind of got forced into the coaching rather than I just wanted to be around it.
Yeah.
But I've had brilliant mentors. We've had Dave, Big Phil, Steve Manuel. I've had all these people who are like British powerlifting legends mentoring me. So I have had a bit of a leg up. I started very young in this game because it is a young sport, really. I'm 32 now, and I've had 11 years in this game.
Does it have like a scene, like bodybuilding have over 40s? Does it have that?
Yes.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
So
and the people do carry on. They do.
So Andy, I don't know how if you want to say how old you are, but Andy's one of the best masters lifters in the UK.
And his masters over 40.
Over 40, and there's masters 1, masters 2, masters 3, masters 4.
I always get asked for RD.
So Andy is like.
So when you say masters 1, 2, 3, what you're referring to there, body weight or?
No, so normally from ages 40 to 49 would be masters 1.
Okay.
And then 50 to 59 masters 2. And then some federations split it from like 40 to 45 is like masters 1, and then 45 to 49 masters 2. Yeah, so you kind of get the picture.
There's a big difference in there between being 41 and 49. I think I think I would say. Or do you not agree?
Well, it's just if you want it to be like that, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? You only hold you feel, don't you?
I think. Well, I personally, speaking for me, I accumulated injuries and bits and niggles and things that I didn't have when I was 40, at age 48.
Well, I'm competitive, so
yeah,
I've had my fair share of injuries, but you just get back on the wagon, don't you?
Yeah.
Otherwise, you don't use it, you lose it.
Yeah, you block it out and you keep. Yeah, we were talking before about Stuart Cosgrove, weren't we? You both.
Yeah. Seen Stuart a lot.
Has he fixed you a lot?
Yeah, a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, top guy, Stuart.
Really good advice as always, because he's been around the circuit, and when you were mentioned before, the older people that so like Dave and Phil, they saw Stuart, and like they're in the 60s now, aren't they? So do you know what I mean? They've been going to Stuart, and he just passed it on, really. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I think with physios, some people have healing hands, and Stuart's certainly one of them, innit? Another thing, we mentioned this before we started filming, was he never asks you to stop, does he? He just tells you, well, I wouldn't do this movement, or just change the angle of your bench or whatever, but you carry on, don't you, with Stuart,
I think what's interesting with Stuart is there's a gym in that physio building, isn't there? Like, how many other physios have a gym in there?
Yeah.
Where they can take you through movements, tell you how to do it correctly. Do you know what I mean?
It's what got me with him as well was just the people that come and saw him. Like in the waiting area, you'd have like Ricky Hatton, you'd have like all these IFBB pros from America.
Yeah, Nathan Diasher.
I was like, what? Who is this guy? And like, he was expensive, but he wasn't crazy expensive. Like, I was like, I felt like prestigious that he would see me. Do you know what I mean?
He's physio to the stars, isn't he, Stuart?
100%. And just he'd listen to you, and he'd really like. He wouldn't dismiss anything that you're saying. just saw everything from a experience angle, innit?
And he's a master of bodybuilding and powerlifting, isn't he?
Yeah. Well, he knows both, and that interview you did with him, and just the people that he spoke about, and like that's what I like about strength, and not strength, sorry, just like the gym is like, like it's all the old
leveler, isn't it?
Yeah, and the old school legends as well, like people know people from years and years ago who go, that guy used to squat this or do this or that. You know what I mean? I love stories like that.
Yeah.
Like Phil, he's literally a legend, isn't he? Like
he was a local legend.
Yeah, like I don't know if you know. No. Big Phil Tucker is called, but he's like a powerlifting legend.
Is he a car mechanic?
No.
I don't think he was.
No. But he told me like the first time he ever squatted, he squatted like 300 kilos, and like if you met him, you'd believe him.
Yeah.
I know he's like 6'6" or something, and he's still got 21-inch arms now, and he's in his 60s. Yeah. It's crazy.
So circling back to you, you were 21 when you did your first powerlifting meet, is that correct?
Yeah.
And then you've competed since and continued, or?
Yeah, so I competed till I was 24, I believe.
Right.
So I was your class as a junior under 23. So
right? Okay. Yeah.
So me and Andy both lifted in the IPF, which then was called the GBPF.
Is that like a worldwide thing, or?
Yes. Yeah. So it's like it's one of the biggest federations in it, I would say. Yeah. So we both competed there, and I did pretty well. Andy did really well. I won the British bench press championships as a junior. I set an unofficial British record. The only reason that wasn't official is because it was done in a regional comp and not a national comp. But by the time the national comp came, I was too old. So it was my last.
Right.
And then I turned over into the Opens, and I won the Northwest the first time I did the Opens. So I was really happy with that. But then after that, that's what I was saying before, like that's when that crash happened a little bit in my life. So I went back to boxing.
Did you?
Yeah, and I had 5 fights. Then dropped all the weight. Did all that, went back on that path, and then got dragged back into this.
Yeah.
So now I've been competing again since I started Alliance, and we've done all right, haven't we? We're both. Would you say active. It's pro level? Is it 470 plus dots? So that gives us we compete in the pro-ams of powerlifting. So it's like I don't know what the equivalent is in bodybuilding, but like we're at
pro level,
level. But like there is like the top dogs above us as well. We're trying to get to there. So we're like the one step below the world champions kind of things.
What's the difference between? I know there's raw and then there's where they wear suits.
Equipped,
Can you explain all that to me?
Yeah, so I've no experience in equipped lifting, but everything we've done is raw.
Okay.
Raw is the way powerlifting has gone towards now.
Right.
So because it's more relatable, people don't see massive weights, but they don't understand what he's got this suit on that helps him lift it and stuff like that.
I think we're right. It's a cheaper entry level, isn't it?
Yeah.
You can rock up and load a barbell, can you, instead of having to spend all this money on suits?
Yeah, I get you. Yeah.
What you find now in raw powerlifting, a lot of the top guys are former bodybuilders because they've got all that base.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Right. That's what I see a lot. Do you?
Yeah.
Whereas equipped powerlifting is a lot more of a skill. You've got to learn the suit. You've got to learn these certain techniques and stuff. It's more like it's incredibly strong. It's just different. Like those guys are like putting like 1,000 pounds on the back, but like they can't physically do that without the suit. But that doesn't mean the suit's doing it for them.
Oh no,
it's just
still a huge amount.
It's just a completely different experience. Like I have massive respect for them, but that's not my field.
Right.
That there is a
what's that? That's the slingshot that Mark Bell invented.
Yeah. So we've got slingshots, so and we will use slingshots for training. So what I would use it for, me personally, I would use it to feel a weight. Okay. So it kind of like when I was junior, I attempted 200 kilo bench press loads of times, and I would have been the first junior to do it in the IPF at the time, at my weight class and all that sort of stuff. And because it was such a big number, big round number, I failed it so many times. I failed it every time, but it was more mentally.
Yeah.
I was strong enough to do it. And then I eventually did do it. I did it for 2 reps, so I was plenty strong for it.
Right.
It was just the round number. So if anybody's ever got that like round number where they want to get that number, just put it on a slingshot, move it, realize that it's just another weight.
Yeah.
And it gets you there. People say it helps you lock out. I don't necessarily agree, because you're kind of like outrunning it. So what happens is you pull the bar down, and the elastic or the fabric gives resistance. So then when you push it back, it's like a stretch reflex.
Yes.
So it's like boom, like that. So it'll go to there before like really you've had to like press anything. But if you're good and you're explosive and you're fast, you can outrun that.
Right.
So I can outrun that.
Right.
So I don't really see it doing much. There's better ways to like overload than do that.
Is it right though? Did he not get rich off that?
Yes, mega rich.
And is it like that clever of a thing that he's invented there, or you know?
There was already slingshots before then, weren't there?
Did he get injured?
Yeah, so I think he got. So Mark Bell was a big bench presser, like a really good powerlifter. Mark Bell. People forget that now because he does a lot of different stuff now.
Yeah.
But he was a legit. He trained at Westside, which is like one of the best gyms in the world. Which a lot of this has come from influence through that.
Is it?
Yes, yeah.
That must be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the slingshot, I'm sure he made it because he had some sort of shoulder injury and it stopped that bit of the shoulder. So it is beneficial for stuff like that.
Yeah.
But what you find in powerlifting, which you probably won't see this, is you'll see people doing way too much weight on it and then thinking that it's going to make the actual raw bench better. That's what I see a lot.
Right.
Because it feels good. Because if you're stuck on 3 plates, you get a certain slingshot, you could probably press 4,
really?
but it's not going to work. What was
I was just going to say that we found more use for like clients who can't do a dip. They'll put a slingshot on and they'll do dips, or if they can't do a press up, put a slingshot on, they'll do press up because they're learning the form.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And then slowly try and transition away from that. We've used that quite.
Definitely. Yeah. It's a lot better than setting bands up in it. I think. Yeah.
Right.
So it does have. I
was just curious because I'd heard he sort of made his money off that, and he's got a gym that you don't pay to. Is it free?
Yeah. So that's what Westside was like.
Right.
So Westside was free, but Louis, who run Westside, who's on that flag over there.
Yeah.
He made that machine. That's how, and you know that video Hash. That's the same machine, but that's his actual one.
Right. Yeah. Hash actually gave me one. You know.
Yeah, did he? Yeah. So he invented that. He patented it.
Right.
So he broke his back, like literally broke his back, and then fixed it himself.
Yeah.
Through doing that, invented that, and they made. I think he's like multi-million. It was multi-millionaire, like the brand. And machines he made and programs. So he's literally a pioneer. Love him or hate him because he's a very controversial character. He is one of the most influential people there was in powerlifting.
Joe Rogan mentions the reverse. If anyone mentions having a bad back, he's always like, "Have you ever been on reverse?" You know.
There's one thing about one thing about that. You ever see Joe Rogan interview someone else other than in his studio? And he went to Louis Simpson's gym.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. I thought that's
right.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah,
if you don't know who he is, there's a good film as well. Westside versus the World.
Yeah.
It's free on Amazon Prime.
Right.
But yeah, Joe Rogan went to his gym. I thought that was pretty cool. To be honest. Yeah. Go on, mate. You were saying.
I can't remember.
Sorry.
I wanted to ask you. We talk about bodybuilding, powerlifting. Did you know about John Meadows? Because he sort of did a bit of both.
Yes.
Legend.
So John Meadows trained with Dave Tate. Do you know Dave Tate? Yeah. So and they both did. Like Dave Tate did a bodybuilding. I don't know if he did a show, did he? But he definitely did. He do a show?
No, I don't think he did.
But he definitely got himself in show condition.
I think John guided him, didn't he?
Yeah. So John liked all the powerlifting side. He liked using bands and stuff, which you didn't really see a lot bodybuilders doing that. I don't think did you then?
No, and it kind of gets dismissed by the old school. I think it's there's nothing can replace metal and this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
But I'm open to sort of if something can help you. It's not that you don't want to train.
Even more so in bodybuilding, because if you're trying to, do you know what I mean, emphasize
contraction, isn't it? Yeah.
Part of the lift, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And bands can work so well.
Yeah, it's not like you're looking for it to be easy. You just want it to help you in a certain way, don't you?
Yeah.
I liked watching his videos, and like he'd do like a Meadows Raw.
Yeah.
They're brilliant. Them.
Yeah, great. Yeah.
But like he'd set up bands, but he'd do a leg press and set bands up on it. So like as you're contracting at the end, like same with leg extensions, set up weight with the leg extension, also against bands, and then you squeeze that contraction there against all that resistance. Like I think that's brilliant.
Yeah, I agree.
Into the hard.
Yeah.
That I think it's I really like
it's
John
just
Meadows.
intelligent, isn't it?
He got a lot of traction during COVID because he was doing
band
workouts during COVID, wasn't he? He showed his, like, do you know what I mean, his chest day and his arm day. I watched all of them, they were brilliant.
Yeah, some of my members who didn't know who he was, like you say, they found out who he was then because he's putting them videos out.
Yeah, it was brilliant.
He gave so much information to the world, didn't he, John Meadows?
Yeah.
Bless him.
I loved his conditioning, man.
Grainy,
like he was so, like, he just started thin skinned, didn't he?
Yeah.
He was unbelievable because he looked 3 times as big when you're that he just walked around like that, didn't he?
Mountain Dog.
Mountain Dog, yeah.
Them bands that I've got over there are Mountain Dog bands.
Are they?
Yeah.
Are they off his website, like, yeah?
So Dave Tate, he called them Mountain Dog, and then I think he makes some of the proceeds go to
his family,
and that, because obviously you see the videos of them doing like giant sets and that where they like had cattle prods.
I've heard about it.
You're crazy.
Yeah. Go on. What were they doing in there?
I can't remember specifically what they were doing.
It rings a bell with me, but I can't remember.
But they said something like train to full failure. Like, what if we electrocute each other and get like we might get extra reps? That'll be full failures. You know what I mean? So like they'd like get to failure and then electrocute and then like do 5 more and like, they were just crazy stuff. But like it's good videos, and early days of YouTube. Putting out good content for free. Yeah, I loved it them days.
Can you talk us through? So what is powerlifting training? You're gonna have to educate me because I don't know. So what can you break down a typical week and then what you do on those days, kind of thing?
Yeah, so the sport of powerlifting, people often get confused with strongman. Yeah. So powerlifting is literally squat, bench, deadlift. So you get 3 attempts on all 3, and the highest numbers of them get added up to make a total.
Yeah. So
of your 3 lifts, and then the biggest total wins. Pretty much.
Right.
But then there is the weight class aspect of it. Yeah. So the biggest total, in theory, the biggest total with the lightest body weight is the best powerlifter.
Right.
Because it's not about mass moving mass. It's more like
pound for pound.
Pound for pound, yeah. So there's a system called DOTS, or there's the different ways they call it, but there's a calculation of how. So like me and Andy could compete against each other.
Right.
So the Fed that it's not a Fed, is it? But like abs, where we compete, it's everybody at a certain level. So you have a certain points to enter, and then you compete amongst everybody of every weight class and try and win with the highest points.
Right. Oh, I like it,
yeah. So it's got a lot bigger recently. Yeah, I'd say past 5 years, 10 years ago when I did it.
Yeah.
There was about 6 people. You know, I said that gym. There was about 6 people there, and 6 of them were like British legends, really. Now, weren't they? But it was a very small gym then. Sport. But CrossFit and bodybuilders have transitioned over, and it's got more popular.
So it's grown.
Yeah, it's a lot bigger now. Yeah.
I suppose you're not in competition with these commercial gyms like we are as a bodybuilding gym. You're not as much, I would say. You can't. Could you do it in there?
No. I mean, people do. People that train here do train at other gyms as well. Yeah. Majority of the time, but like this kit, I used to train. I used to drive to Liverpool and back just so I could squat with somebody else who was powerlifting.
Right.
And like I used to drive to Salford to use a deadlift bar.
Right.
Because at the time there wasn't companies who made stuff like that. It was all bodybuilding kits.
Very
So like,
specialist,
yeah. So, but me and him, we found a gym called Alliance Barbell. Which have you been to Adlington?
I haven't been to it, but it's only down the road from me, isn't it? So
opened in 1940s, was it? Yeah. Well, that is that's legit place. But when we went there, they had all of that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
So we found there, and
is it Mark Felix trained there? Didn't
yes,
he?
Yeah.
Apparently, there's a story. He had was it a 2-inch barbell welded for him, and it had 130 kilo on it.
140 kilos.
140 kilo.
So
that was the first weight on the bar,
right.
welded on.
Right. So that's his warm-up weight.
Yeah, because he could deadlift that much weight that he didn't have enough plates to put on the bar.
Right.
So you see them plates there, they're calibrated plates, so they're specifically smaller. So if you had the normal gym plates like that, like he was pulling over 400 kilos. So
it'd just be too bulky.
It wouldn't go on the bar.
Right, it wouldn't go on the bar.
So before they couldn't afford them, so they welded these plates to a bar,
right.
and it was 140 kilos.
Wow.
So you used to get people coming in the gym and just thinking, "Oh, I'll just warm up with that," and then failing it. Do you know what I mean? It was quite funny,
warm up, yeah.
Well,
he's a giant, isn't he?
Yeah.
His hands. Have you ever met him?
Yeah.
Yeah, his hands are crazy, aren't they?
Yeah. How does like when you're watching? Well, you probably see it when it's happening, but when I watch strongman at Christmas and they start deadlifting, how does that compare to actual powerlifters who focus on that? Like, are they in the same league, or is it not? Or
do you want to explain that one?
So when you was talking about the multiply stuff, the deadlift suits.
Yeah.
So strongman wear the deadlift suits, and also they were straps. For grip.
Lifting straps,
whereas we don't.
Right.
I don't know what the actual difference. I mean, Andy Bolt.
You're allowed to hitch as well, aren't you?
Yeah, they're allowed to like rest it on the legs and kind of drag it up the legs,
right.
whereas we're not.
Right.
I mean, it's hard to say what the thing is because there's lads pulling 400 kilo now powerlifting, isn't there?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like 400's not an unusual number like that.
Right.
Colton, I think he did nearly 500.
Yeah, there's powerlifters that are pulling 500 sumo.
Right.
I don't think
Where
no one's got it.
Yeah.
I don't think no one's got it in competition, but like there's people done. Colton's attempted 500 and just lost it on grip. Like his strength was there.
I was just thinking when he said then that you can't use straps like this. Because I would say is the grip usually the weak link.
Yes.
I would have thought, because that's some tremendous grip.
Yeah. So do you know Andy Bolton?
I know who he is. Yeah.
Yeah. So Andy Bolton, he was the first man to do 1,000 pounds. What people forget about Andy Bolton is like his grip strength. Like no one was holding on to weights like that. And when he competed in Giants Live and World Deadlift things and all that, the strongman side, that was later on in his career.
Right. Yeah.
But there was only Benny Magnuson, weren't there?
Yeah.
Benny Magnuson come later, who you competed with him, didn't you? The other week. So Benny Magnuson and him were the only people that could hold on to those weights because that is a skill to hold on to that kind of weight.
I saw a little YouTube short the other day with Eddie Hall, and he had the Canadian guy who won the World's Strongest Man.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
Mitch Hooper. Yeah.
And his grip wasn't that good.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, they have grip events, but so I've done a grip comp, and we've hosted a grip comp here before, and it's like anything. There's a skill to it.
What does that entail?
It's literally maxing out on the implements, weird implements.
Like very odd shape ones, like back grips, pinch grips. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. And there's different types of grip strength, whereas it doesn't necessarily, I've found, translate to a barbell. Like holding onto a barbell, I think there's it's just a different thing, isn't it?
It is, yeah. What I noticed with the grip strength as well, not necessarily the biggest person would pull the most.
Right.
Yeah.
Like we had one, it was like a pinch grip. We had to grip this one, like the women were getting just as much as the men.
Were they?
Yeah, it was strange, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Is it the ability to lift it off the floor, or how long you can hold it for? Or
I think there's different stuff, but the one that we did, you have like a bar set at a certain height, and you've got to lift it, and then if the pin touches the bar, it counts as a good lift.
Right.
And there's a judge and stuff like that. It was fun actually, to be fair. But I wouldn't say it necessarily translates over to a barbell.
Right.
Like deadlifting and holding onto a deadlift bar, I think you've just got to do that and just hold on to heavy weights.
Yeah.
Like that seems to be just
Specific.
it's specific.
Yeah.
Whereas the strongman lads, they don't have to. So they train in straps and stuff like that. So they don't. So Mitch Hooper will have unbelievable. He'll have grip in strongman events, but not necessarily in like actual deadlifting. I don't think.
Fair enough, right? So how busy is your gym? Is it doing well?
So it's a private gym, so I cap. I think we've only got like 35 members.
But that's all you want?
Yeah, it's not all I want. I just want the right people.
Yeah.
Because we've had a few bad apples before, haven't we?
Provides quality as well, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean?
You want people that are like-minded.
You've got a standard.
Yes, yeah. That, people think that means strength. It doesn't. It's not a strength standard. It's an attitude standard.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You got to be prepared to work. If you're lazy, if you're not showing up, if you're not putting it in, do you know what I mean? This ain't the place for you, and that's fine.
Yeah,
there's plenty of other places.
Yeah.
But
the biggest value for it here is the people who come and aren't training just to help you out, which you don't get in other places. Like we're all in it together. It's like a biker gang with barbells, isn't it?
Yeah.
You've got a good community in here then.
Oh mate, it's like a family. It's like a family, honestly. We are a team. So like Andy's squatted 360 kilos before. Like you can't do that without people. Like you genuinely can't. He can lift that weight, but you need a team around you to achieve them sorts of things, because you can literally die under that weight. So you need to have good spotters. You need to have, and there's a lot of time me and Andy go back and forth, don't we? And we say to each other, shall I go up or shall I not? And like you want that response, because you know that person's telling you the truth. Do you know what I mean? Like not just blowing smoke up your ass, or like if you get that approval, then you know that you're capable of it. If you say, well, no, just leave it there, you know.
Based on what they've just seen.
Exactly, yeah. Because you're in the trenches together. We're training together and we know what we're capable of, and you've got the eye for someone, what they can do and what you can do.
Yeah.
And that's what everybody does for everyone, don't they?
Yeah, kind of thing. There's a quote by Louis Simmons, and I think it was, if you're beating your training partner, you're not a good training partner. As in meaning, do you know what I mean? You're there to push your training partner to beat you, do you know what I mean? Even though you want to beat your training partner.
Yeah.
It's all that like competitiveness in it, but not, we was on about this the other day, it's not a toxic competitiveness.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So like one of my big comps this year, Ewan came to Ireland, I never asked him.
Right.
To help me, do you know what I mean?
Right.
And that's just what we do, because you want your mate to do well, don't you? Because I think I get more out of helping someone than I do actually doing it myself. You know, being part of their journey as well.
Yeah.
Of course, it's carnival.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But it's true, isn't it? Doing for others, isn't it?
Yeah.
100%. And I'd say there's a saying that I like. I always get it wrong, but like rising tides raise all ships. I think that's right, actually.
Steel sharpens steel.
That's it. Yeah. And the thing is, I know for a fact, the better Andy gets, the better I get, because me and him, we've been competing against each other for 11 years.
Yeah.
I don't want to be necessarily better than Andy. I just want to be better than, I just want to get better.
Yeah.
But him being better makes me better.
Yeah.
And then makes me getting better, makes the next person get better, because the standard just rises. Like in here, every week there's like 300 kilo plus lifts, 200 kilo benches. Like that doesn't happen in normal gyms. People come in here. So my missus, she said to me, I asked her once, I went, what do you think a decent bench press is? She says, probably like 180. And I was like, do you understand how many people can bench press 180? Like, it's not common, is it? Like, a 100 kilo bench press is good, isn't it? And it's just the
exposure.
It's just what she's been exposed to. Like, she's seen that she thinks that that's normal when it's not.
No.
Like,
I think we've got five. There's 5 of us now, bench over 180.
5 over 180. What have we got? How many 300 plus deadlifters? Is it 5?
5, yeah.
I've just squatted 300. Andy's best squat ever is 360, innit?
Yeah.
But now, what you just squatted? What was it?
330. I was a bit bigger than I've lost a bit of weight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Getting a bit older.
When you this is to either of you, like when you're about to do that, how scared are you?
I wouldn't say scared. It's you're ready. You're ready. You know, you've got all. It's probably the same as like I've never done a show, but like if you know that you've not missed a meal and you've slept and you've done everything, you know that you've earned that.
I say exactly that when people ask me, you know, we've not competed, it's not scary. I said, no, you've done everything you need to do, so there's nothing to be scared of.
Yeah. There was Conor McGregor said like, luck is for the ill prepared. Yeah. And I think that's brilliant.
Yeah, 100%. And the thing is with this, this is why I love it, because it's so objective. Like, and that's my one thing why I never really wanted to go into that bodybuilding.
Yeah.
Because it's subjective. You could
it
look
is,
amazing.
Yeah.
And some guy who's never competed before will say, you come 7th. Do you know what I mean? But like, powerlifting is objective. Like, you either lift it or you don't.
Is it always fair?
No, there is refs. So there is a bit of skew if that squat was high or that, you know what I mean?
Right.
But
that's the same in any sport, though, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? It's just the same in any sport.
It's same as boxing. Like, you can do 12 rounds and one judge says that you lost. You know what I mean? But there's always going to be that subjective element. But like realistically, like you either lift it or you don't. Mm-hmm. But like I was saying before, is like, say you're attempting that PB, you know whether you've got it based on your training. If you're 3 rep max, you're 5 rep max, you're 2 rep max, if all them are allocating that you are deserving of this lift, all you've got to do is execute it. So if it is 100% of your max, you need to be 100% perfect. If you're 99% perfect, you're not going to get it. And I love that about that, whereas it's on you. Like, I don't think about, oh my God, this is heavy. I think about what my body needs to do in that movement. You know, like you get under a weight, it's like, right, and you get set and you've got this routine that your body goes through and you just mimic that. And obviously you have the adrenaline, you get hyped up and stuff like that, but I'm not going, oh my God, this is all. Do you know what I mean? I don't know about you, but everyone's a little bit different.
The way you put that made sense to me.
We're very different. Like for me, it's like my mind is just silent. It's the only time my mind doesn't think. When you get under, it's just empty. Mm-hmm. Do you know what I mean? Because I don't know what that would be.
Stillness, isn't it?
Yeah,
stoic, isn't it?
Yeah. That emptiness of your mind. But like some people are very like internal, and some people are very external. And
are we talking competition day or even in your training? The same.
Even in training, mate. Yeah.
You're hitting, especially in here, the way that we train. We do max effort lifts pretty much every week.
Okay.
But that doesn't mean maximum weight. It just means we will do a certain variation to make you strain. So
can you give me an example of that then?
So the guy we were talking about before made this famous. So it's called the conjugate system. So what it is 4 training disciplines. So max effort, dynamic effort, repetition method. That's it, isn't it?
That's it.
Yeah. Sorry. So max effort is your ability to grind through something. Mm-hmm. So slow strength. Dynamic effort is your ability to generate power. So speed strength. So bang, bang, bang. Repetition method is just bodybuilding.
Right.
Yeah. So
when you say slow, then give me an example of speeds. What's the tempo?
So it could be anything. So say for example, we go for like a max effort squat day. We might do a pause. It might be a 3-second pause. So you've took away that stretch reflex.
Right.
So it's going to be slow in it.
Yep.
Do you get what I mean? And it's a skill as well. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like lifting something that's heavy, it's a skill.
Yeah.
Your ability to grind through.
Yeah.
So like there's people who naturally got different types of muscle fibers. So like there's type 2, type 1. So like and Andy, we're both explosive lifters. So we'll move something really fast, but then it looks like you can do it for 10 reps, but then put more weight on, and then that's when some people have that grind strength where it's like slow, but it's always going to go, and then they'll do another 3 reps.
Right.
Like it's just different types of things. So the beauty of the conjugate method is you train in all disciplines every week. So whereas normal training programs, they're set out over 12 weeks.
Yeah.
So you do 4 weeks of high reps, hypertrophy.
What's high reps then? It's on a squat day, see?
I mean, I don't train like this, but like a normal linear progression would be like sets of 10, sets of 12s. Okay. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it'd probably be like 50%. Right. Whereas the argument for that, it works really well for beginners getting into powerlifting, but the argument is by the time when you're in that first 4 weeks, that muscle that you've built doesn't carry over the last 4 weeks because it's too far apart.
Right.
Whereas the conjugate is condensed into a week. So you'll have a day where you're doing bodybuilding. You have a day where you're straining. You have a day where you're training explosiveness.
Right.
And that's combined into 7 days.
So explosiveness is as fast as you can do the rep.
Yes. Yeah. So we've got like chains and bands. So we will apply as much force against accommodating resistance. Or you could just do straight weight. But it's like moving 60, 70%, but moving it out 100%.
Yeah.
100,
Intent, isn't it?
Yeah.
It must be the same in bodybuilding.
Yeah.
Like some lifters will, do you know what I mean? Really explosive, and others
Yeah.
not as much. I think it's just how you're wearing it.
Yeah.
But in bodybuilding, you want to slow things down so you can get that contraction. When we're doing the power lifts, the compound movements, we want to move that bar physically as fast as possible.
Yeah.
We're not trying to build muscle doing that. We will build muscle at the end of the session as a supplementary accessories but we're training the skill of moving weight.
Yeah.
Which is a slightly different.
And I think like how we brought that down there, you do the skill of moving weight, but then to take the muscle to failure, we'll then go to machines. Because obviously it's a lot safer to take your quads to failure on a leg extension than it is squatting, innit? Do you know what I mean? Because you've got to bail, haven't you?
Yeah. Yeah.
And as well, that max it all revolves around a weakness. We don't just imagine an exercise out of thin air. It all relates to where you're weak, where you're missing the lift. So like the pause squat before, if you was like weak at the bottom, then we'll start at the bottom.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? And then that's how it all builds into each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As two top level powerlifters, how easy would it be for you to switch to strongman? What would it be the case just learning the skills of
I've done a strongman comp before.
Oh, you've done it, yeah.
Yeah, and I come first in 3 events and come last in the others.
Right.
So I've got experience of it. I didn't train for it, to be honest, but I think it was Burnley and Pendle's strongest man.
Okay.
And a lad who I trained with at the time, he ended up being a really good strongman, Josh Brown.
Yeah.
He did England's strongest man and stuff like that. But I just jumped in on it. And I won the squat, which should be no surprise, really. Won the squat, I won the overhead, and I won the deadlift.
Right.
And then I think I come last in the yoke. I did all right in the stones. I was actually okay at the stones.
Was it the first time you've ever done a yoke? Or you done
Yes, yeah. And I can't remember what the other event was. But anyway, so basically, there's a massive skill to that. So even though it's strength-based, there's massive amounts of skill in that. Like you said before, Mitch Hooper's ridiculously strong, but he's world's strongest man because he's really clever and he understands to manipulate movements and where to grab a sandbag in the set. So I don't have that skill.
Right.
Andy doesn't have that skill. It is a completely different sport.
I've listened to that Mitch Hoop on YouTube. He's very intelligent.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So he'll come out and he even brings a tape measure and he measures like certain platforms and stuff like that. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
It'd be egotistical of me to say that I would do really well in strongman. Obviously, I would have a base level of strength.
Yeah.
But it's a completely different sport.
How long would it take for you if you had all the right kit?
I need another foot on me, to be honest. I need another foot and another 60 kilos of body weight.
Even at a local level, height's very important. In
Yeah. So like even the Atlas stones, like I'm not tall enough to put them on the top one. Do you know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
I did a 155 Atlas stone, like the first go I ever done them. So my back strength's there and stuff like that, but I ain't putting it on them high plims. Like there's weight classes now. So there's a 105 weight class, which I could turn my hand to that probably, but I love powerlifting.
Yeah, I know.
To be honest.
It's just interesting.
It is. It's very much a different sport, but it's something that I enjoy. I love watching it.
Yeah,
it has gone a lot more. I would say a lot more athletic based recently, rather than like 2015, 2016, Eddie Hall, Thor, and all them, Zavickas and all that. I think it was a lot more static based then.
Right. Yeah.
But they're a lot more athletic.
It was a controversial thing, rumour going around that they sort of favoured it towards Eddie Hall because they wanted to win one. You know, the event that he was good at. What do you think? Have you got an opinion on that? Or?
I don't know. I mean, it looks like it. I don't know. It's only I'd only just be saying yeah. But I mean, it looked that way, didn't it? But then you could say that about anyone. You could say that about Pudzianowski, who won it loads of times.
I just wanted to ask you about Pudzianowski. Yeah, what do you think about him?
Oh, incredible, weren't he? Incredible. It's what we were talking in the gym, weren't it? He eats Snickers and that. Yeah, but he was shredded, weren't he? He was like the first real shredded strongman.
Yeah.
Who I think he was like.
I used to love watching him. The world's strongest man.
Yeah, was he like 6 times world's strongest man or something like that? Yeah, I mean, it just powerlifting went through this change as well. Whereas like everyone used to say mass moves mass, didn't they? But fat doesn't move mass. So now powerlifting's changed. Like there's a lot of powerlifters now who are a lot more conscious of the diet, and it's muscle that moves weight. Yeah. But there used to be a lot of fat guys in strongman and powerlifting, and we're slowly changing and it'll look a lot more.
What's
athletic.
The typical day's food for you then? Do you eat the same every day or is it?
So I've literally just got I've actually got a bodybuilder to do my thing here.
Right.
Yeah, so I'm learning, to be honest, like carb cycling and stuff like that. But I've ate the same foods since I've come back, like literally every day. Like I've not had the same tea, but I've just had beef, cheese, and rice for dinner every single day. Like,
right. Go on, talk us through from breakfast and what's your day.
So wake up and I will have like a carb source, whether that's porridge or if I'm going straight to the gym, I'll have a flapjack. Finish training, protein, just whey protein. Whatever.
Carbs or not?
I'd probably have like a Rice Krispies bar. Do you know what I mean? And then I'd have my main meal, which would be beef and rice with cheese and this certain hot sauce that I've had all the time. Have that, and then for tea, I would have my. It'd be probably like a chicken meal, but I'd have that with missus, with family, do you know what I mean? Like, it's more like a normal-ish meal, but just high protein, and then probably have another shake before I go to bed. But I like that clear whey, me. I think it sits better on my stomach, but that's how I was eating before. But since now, Lewis has told me, like, it's spiking my insulin, so I always had a problem. Like, I haven't got a problem putting weight on me, like some people do. I used to, but I never want to eat. The hardest bit for me is force feeding, and I did all that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't want to eat. I don't feel hungry.
You don't have a naturally big appetite.
Since switching to what he's doing, it's a lot less food, but a lot more often.
Yeah.
And that's been. I mean, I've only been doing it this week, but I'm just starving. Right. But not in a bad way, but in in a good way, and
not
I feel
bloated.
Yeah, and like I trained today, I felt really good. Like so, there's a lot us powerlifters can learn from from bodybuilders. You guys know obviously about all sorts of stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? The sciencey sort of stuff. We know the science of training or what we do, but we haven't really.
We've tried the fat way.
We
tried the fat way.
Yeah.
We tried the fat way.
Oh yeah, we've all done that. Yeah, I'm still huffing there.
Have you got some good young ones coming through now? Some good young talent.
Yeah, so we've got Cuthberts, is it? Your brothers.
My brother coaches under 16s, so he brings them down here, just building them up for the pre-season, really. Right. Because bizarrely, in children's rugby and rugby league, like the Northwest, they don't allow them they don't allow them full contact.
Right. Until
3 weeks until the start of the season, you can't condition their body.
No.
To do you know what I mean? Take that impact. So my brothers approached you and asked him could he bring them to the gym, because at the end of the day, like, your muscles, your armour, innit? And it's worked really well because they're all competitive in their own ways. You know what I mean? Like, wanting to beat each other, and they have a good crack, don't they?
Yeah. It's really good to see, and like, if when I was that age, people helped me. Do you know what I mean? So it's like you need to be to be doing that, and it's nowadays with like TikTok and stuff like that, like lads, and it's almost like the world's like not just lads, but like it's almost like lads are like ostracized for being lads. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, go and lift weights, go and like
get after it,
go and be a teenager. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're full of testosterone. Like, go and let it out, rather than like it turns to hate if they're not letting that out. Do you know what I mean?
That aggression out.
Yeah, and I mean, I'd be a very different person if I didn't box and lift weights. Like, forming. I've been to the gym 3-4 times a week since I was 10 years old. Like, I don't know what else you do.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, I don't know what people do of an evening. Do you know what I mean? But I just think that's what needs to be pushed a lot more for young men. Like, be a man. Do you know what I mean?
As well, like, everyone gets a trophy. You should lose. You should have to taste defeat, and then that drives you to want to win again, doesn't it?
Of course, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And I think that's massively watered down now, isn't it? And it's not that, and that could go in business. That could go, I don't know, your YouTube channel, for example. Do you know what I mean? Like, you've got to beat someone to get better, haven't you?
Yeah, you don't.
There's always someone to leapfrog.
Yeah. Andy, what's the secret to carrying on as you? How old are you? If you don't mind me saying?
44, 45 in August, October.
What's the secret to sort of
lying to yourself, really?
Yeah.
No, you just got to keep going, aren't you? Do you know what I mean? I think as well, being conscious of your health. Like, I don't do so bad at my body weight for being quite.
Do you have
big.
Any therapy like deep tissue massage, or is there anything that you do to look at? I
do cardio twice a week. Yeah, so I've just changed up, just steady state cardio. Sauna's been a good one as well for me. Do you know what I mean? No, I mean, I don't know. Let's go.
Sorry. I couldn't answer that for him as well. Yeah, so Andy used to train at BJ's gym in Wigan.
Yeah.
And he was training on his own, and I was coming back into powerlifting. So when I started this, it was called Alliance Strength and Conditioning. So I was still boxing just when I started. I just had a fight, and then I said to you, I'm thinking about coming back into powerlifting. What do you think? He was like, yeah, come down, start doing some sessions with me. Came down, and like, you could kind of see he was still loving powerlifting, but like, you were on your own, and you were kind of just spinning your wheels a little bit, weren't you? And then what I've seen for Andy is like a resurgence. Mm-hmm. Like, you've took it a lot more seriously, haven't you, recently? I don't know if that's
plays part of being around people you want to, do you know what I mean? Keep up with.
Very important, isn't it?
Yeah, of course it is, Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's been really good to see. So Andy was like 140, pushing 150 kilos. Yeah. And he had quite a bit of body fat on him then. But he was legit one of the strongest people in the UK. Like he totaled 882, was it? 882, and people weren't doing that then. Right. So it was legit, like, but obviously being that weight and getting a little bit older, like, obviously there's some health concerns that happen with that. So you went down to 120?
Yeah, so I did 17 kilo in 12 weeks.
Right.
So he went from, that dropped all that, and then obviously your total went down, didn't it? Yeah. You're not as strong, so he's built that back up. But through that, he's had issues go on, like most people do. And you kind of like, it was a bit stop-start for a bit, weren't you? Yeah. And then basically, like, we started training together, like week in, week out, training on other lads in here. And you see the fires come back again, do you know what I mean? Like, not that it's ever left, but like, he's competitive in it as anything. Do you know what I mean? I am. Like, and it's not like an ego thing like we were saying before. Like, we want each other to do really well. But, like, we're head-to-head all the time. Like, there's one point between me and him. Right. He's blown me out of the water in total, but I can keep up with him on the point system. There's one dot between us, and it was like that last year, I think, weren't it? Yeah. So like, it's like that, and it's not
as well. Sorry to interrupt. So he's saying there's one dot between us. Like I say, he come to Ireland to help me. Yeah. For me to get a better total, I went down to Salisbury to help him. Yeah. It's not. Do you know what I mean? It's competitive, but it's not. What's the word?
If he goes up a dot, I go up a dot.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So
it's. And we can have banter about it as well. Yeah. I think that's what's good. It's not. Do you know what I mean? Like, if he says, "Don't know, fucking hell, he fucking," do you know what I mean? Like, it's we can have banter with it, can't we? And it's not. We take nothing to heart. We give each other shit. Do you know what I mean? And the same with everyone in the gym, innit? Do you know what I mean? It's just that.
It's how it should be. Of
course it is. Yeah.
I try to keep up with him. Like, stupidly, I try and keep up with him on everything. We were doing triceps the other day, weren't we? On that stupid setup against bands, full like. And I was like, I just keep up with him. And like, but it makes me better, and it makes him better, because he's like, I don't want this fucker to do better than me. It's just a win-win. Do you know what I mean? And if neither of you are gonna quit or back down. You just keep on getting better, don't you?
And I think as well that example set then filters down to everyone else.
Yeah.
Everyone else says, well, yeah, and not just, do you know what I mean, like sandbag the, do you know what I mean, the triceps and stuff like that. They say how much intensity we put in. And it just feels, like you said, the rising ships thing again.
Yeah, what you do find with powerlifting is everyone focuses on the top lifts. So they'll come in and do the bench, and then they'll half-arse the bodybuilding work.
Right.
But that is the stuff that builds that.
Right.
And then people don't realise that. Do you know what I mean?
What would you say if there's people living locally to your gym who'd like to have a go at this, probably feel a bit intimidated to come down or whatever? What message would you give? Perhaps watching this on the YouTube, what would you say to them?
Bring sweets.
Yeah. You can see on there. There's a big bag of sweets. That's like an offering table. It's like they were offering to the strength gods to give us keep us injury free and keep us a. But yeah, I would just say it looks intimidating, and it purposely looks intimidating. I'm not going to lie, because I love that.
Yeah.
But it's really not. We are, as long as you're a good person and you want to get better and you're committed and you genuinely want to give it a good go, you're more than welcome here. All you got to do is just apply, and all it is a little application form on alliancestrength.co.uk, or message the page or whatever. Come down, you have a little taster session. That's for me to think if you're the right person, and for you to see if we're the right people for you, because you're either going to love it or hate it, and that's fine. And that's the way I want it to be. I don't want it to be neutral. I don't want it to be in the middle. But like we were saying before, like these commercial gyms, like I go to a commercial gym to do cardio and go and so on. I feel intimidated going in there. Yeah. I feel conscious going in there. I own a gym. I've been in a gym forever. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
This place, you come in, everybody wants you to get better.
Friendly.
Literally, it doesn't matter. We've got policemen or police people working with dodgy buggers. We got women that are like girly girls. Like, it's crazy.
What's your oldest member?
I coach British champion Keith, 64. Wow. But I've got Glyn, who's 62, I believe, who was in a car crash, who was told he'll never be able to walk again, probably won't live, and he's learned how to walk, and he's in here smashing. He just squatted 140 kilos or something. Yeah,
that's inspiring.
Deadlift 160 kilos.
Is that because he walks in here and everyone's competitive? So do you know what I mean? He's about it. It bleeds through.
You feed off it, and it's contagious.
It doesn't necessarily have to be like the top 3 lads in here that are doing that. It bleeds through to everyone. Everyone wants a bit of it. It's addictive, isn't it?
Yeah.
He trains with his brother and his son, so you can see how competitive that is. Do you know what I mean? Because and they all get better. All get better. That's what I'm saying. You don't have to be super strong. You don't have to be in such a. You just got to have a work ethic and actually want to do something. And that doesn't need to be powerlifting. Like I've got a pro bare knuckle boxer in here. I've had all sorts of athletes work through here, but my aim is performance. I mean, you could be a bodybuilder in here. I don't know if it's going to work, but like you do whatever you want. I just want people who are getting after it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That's all it's about for me.
No, I do think it benefit a bodybuilder in off season.
Yeah,
I really do.
Yeah.
You know, just big compound movements.
Yeah. Well, you've got a fair set of legs on you.
All right, thanks a lot.
You always had them, you said, didn't
you?
Yeah.
We don't fancy competing in bodybuilding.
I don't fancy wearing a thong.
Is that what it is? Yeah.
Not in front of people. Does that on OnlyFans?
That's what this is for, isn't it?
Yeah.
We've had Mike, haven't we?
So my wife's mates, my wife's best friend, boyfriend. He does a lot of like online coaching. He's a bodybuilder. I think he won a Masters. Is it what?
Is it Nabu or something?
It's something like that. He wears like the long shorts. He doesn't wear like
the board shorts. Yeah.
Yeah. But he won that at MPC or something.
Okay. Yeah.
Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah. He's been down, had a session with us, hasn't he? Do you know what I mean? It's different, isn't it?
We've got Maddie, who's a former bodybuilder. She's competed. I don't know what category, but she competed in bodybuilding. Zach was pretty much a bodybuilder, weren't he? A lot of us have come from bodybuilding backgrounds. Me and my mate Jamie trained bodybuilding. He went. He prepped to do a show. I think it was Did you run a show or something?
We ran a Mr. Lancashire.
He told me that's what he was prepping for.
Yeah.
But then something happened, and he went to Beaver instead.
Right.
But yeah, he was. I was talking today saying I was going to message you, and he said he was prepping for your show.
Right.
Yeah. So there's a lot of connections between this and bodybuilding. It's.
I just want to thank you. Thanks for messaging me today. You're the first gym that's reached out to me. So far, we've reached out to everyone, and I'm waiting for the day to come where gyms start reaching out. So you're the first one, and I appreciate that. So thank you, Ewan, for inviting us down. I'd say we've never interviewed a powerlifting gym before, so it's been good. It's been really interesting. Cool vibe in here and everything, and nice to meet you both.
Yeah,
Is there anything you'd like to say before we finish?
Likewise, mate. I really appreciate it. I'm really happy that you messaged back. I was literally watching one of your videos last night, and I thought this guy must be in the Northwest. And you knew you had the people on who I know or know of, and all these local legends and stuff. And I thought and I saw that you like that, like not hardcore. I don't know how to put it, but like when something's your own. Do you know what I mean? And this place, I thought, you know what? This place is my own. I've made somewhere where I want to train, and then people have just wanted to come.
You're passionate about it.
Yeah. People have just ended up coming. Like I probably wouldn't have this place, but I would have a place, even if it was just for me.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because I can't train in JD gyms or anything like that. It's not me.
It's a different kind of thing.
Yeah, totally. but I really appreciate it, and and like I say, if anybody wants to actually come down and try it, more than welcome. From whatever background, if you're 70 years old or 14 years old, you come down and try it, and you're more than welcome here.
What's the best way to get hold of you?
Yeah, so you can get hold of me through Instagram, the Alliance .Barbell page, or you can message my personal, which is Ewan Cunliffe. Email, just Google.
Your personal Facebook, is that?
No, that's my Instagram.
Instagram.
I mean, there is a Facebook page for Alliance, but I don't really know how to operate it anymore, to be honest. Okay. But yeah, we've got a YouTube channel as well, which we post some of the lifts, comps, and stuff like
What's
that on.
Called?
It's Alliance Barbell as well.
Alliance Barbell on YouTube as well.
Yeah. So, but if you want to contact, just get us on one of them. But mostly, if you want to apply to join, it's through the website, and there's an apply to join there, and we'll get you down.
Yeah, so if you're based locally and you fancy doing some powerlifting, there's no better place than this. So Alliance Barbell, Standish. Yeah. Thank you very much. If you enjoyed it, please like, comment beneath. We appreciate all your comments, and subscribe to the channel. It really helps us. Thanks a lot. Thanks, guys.
Thanks very much, mate.
Pleasure.
Cheers.
Okay, Ewan, do you mind giving us a show round at your gym, showing us what it's all about, what you've got, and taking us round? Yeah,
100%. So everything here is going to be slightly different to what you're used to. So the machines and equipment we've got, obviously we're limited to space. So everything is the most bang for the buck, and that's actually going to make you stronger, rather than like I'd love to have a gym of machines so I can hit every body part and stuff like that, but I don't have the space. So what I do have is handpicked individually for what I think and what I coach people to build bigger totals and bigger lifts. So this here is a belt squat.
Yep.
So you might have seen these before. Yeah. So basically you get in there, you load this up with loads of weight, that comes down and you squat down with that on your belt. So the good thing about this for powerlifting is you can, if you're just training legs through squats, it's spinal loaded. So your nervous system gets beat up before your legs do. So in here we can hit the heavy squats, and then we can do the volume work to finish off the legs with the belt squat.
So typically you'll come on this after you've done some squatting?
Yes, or do it as a deload, so you're taking spinal load out of it. It also decompresses your spine at the bottom, so it's a really good piece of kit. I was either going to pick this or a leg press. The reason I went for this is because obviously it takes less space, and also it translates over to the squat better than a leg press does. Leg press brilliant for building leg strength and mass, but for actually making your squat get better, this translates a lot more.
Okay,
yeah. So over here, typical hamstring curl machine there.
Leg curl.
Yeah, nothing too special about it. Old school, does the job.
Looks like a nice machine.
Yeah, it feels nice, you know. Like I usually hate those machines, like a lion leg curl. I usually absolutely hate them for some reason. They just feel awkward. But this one's really nice actually, and I got it on a really good deal. Yeah. I managed to pick it up straight away.
Where do you get your kit from? Like eBay and things?
So it depends what I'm getting. Specialist kit I'll get from certain websites like Strength Shop or like just there's powerlifting brands. Stuff that's not as essential, I will look for good deals. Yeah. Facebook Marketplace is pretty good. Like I've got a Ghost account on Facebook just for Marketplace. Yeah. But like I'll show you now. But like the value in this gym comes from the powerlifting equipment. So like this is a deadlift bar here. So I was saying before how I used to travel for a deadlift bar. So if you feel that bar there, you feel how sharp that is. Yeah. So it's slightly thinner. So it's slightly thinner and it's sharper.
Right.
So it does two things. It bends slightly.
Right.
So it's whippier. So you can prise that bar off the floor and the weight comes with it. So you can deadlift slightly a little bit more.
Right.
And also with it being thinner and sharper, you can hold on to more weight. So that is a specific bar that
deadlifting
that we use in competition.
Right.
Yeah, that exact one. I've got two. This is slightly different. This one, just feel that one there. You feel that it's even sharper, that one.
Oh,
Yeah. So that is a better bar, but we don't use that one in the competition that we're competing. Can lift more weight on that one, but they don't use it. So I had two of them, so I swapped one for one of these, which is actually, you don't lift as much weight, but that's what we're going to use in the competition. Okay. So very specific. So here, these are like some of the most expensive things you can buy. These are like, I can't remember how much they're, like £5 a kilo or something like that. And obviously you need a lot of them. So these are competition calibrated plates. So these are exactly 25 kilos on the nose. Right. Same as these. So we use them to, these have been a recent purchase really. They're not a need to have, but if you want training to be specific and you know you can lift specifically this amount of weight, some plates have got like variation in them, do you know what I mean? So like a normal plate, one could be 19 kilos, other could be 21 kilos and stuff like that. So it does feel slightly different on the bar because there's less spread. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So like the spread's not as much. And like we were talking about Felix before, like some people lift.
You need them to be.
You need them to lift. Yeah. This is a good piece of kit here. Seal row. Yeah. Have you seen these?
I actually get a barbell underneath.
Yeah. It's just like a reverse bench press. So for me, coaching, one of the hardest things is getting people to, because obviously you got to bench press so much, it's hard to get that back volume in. Do you know what I mean? Or if you don't, you get them rounded forward shoulders, shoulder injuries and stuff like that. I've got to keep people healthy so then they can be strong. Yeah. So it's really easy. If you're benching, you jump straight on this and do more reps, during a hammer that, and it gives you a thick, dense back, which is an essential thing for powerlifting because that's where the bar sits on squats. You need that. You need that base for bench. Yeah. And obviously deadlifts, you use your back. So really essential piece of kit. This is a glute ham raise. Okay. So this is just absolutely destroys your posterior chain. So have you ever seen one of these?
Yeah, I've seen these.
Yeah. So these absolutely blow your hamstrings and glutes up. Really good for building strength in that area. So like I said before, everything's essential for us squatting and deadlifting or benching.
Because you've got limited space, everything here is key in it.
Yes. Yeah. I would love to have so much more. Do you know what I mean? But it's just not. I have to think about, is it worth it?
Yeah.
Got a leg extension, hamstring curl here. It's a bit rubbish, really. I've had it ages. I need to upgrade that. But it does the job.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, we're hitting heavy squats and stuff like that. Our quads are getting worked. Do you know what I mean? And the belt squat. But that is something on my list that I want to upgrade. I'd like a nice pin loaded leg extension, even if it's just like that one.
Yeah.
Reverse hyper, like we were talking about before.
Yeah.
So
this is the actual West Side Barbell one, isn't it?
It is, yeah. So this one's Andy's. He brought it here. It gets used as a game plan area, pretty much. Mostly, everyone usually study.
Use it as a table.
Yeah. It's a table most of the time, but I mean, people only end up using it, me included, when your back's hurt.
Right.
Whereas I should be using it all the time.
Yeah, I mean, I use one every back day. You get a tremendous back pain.
Yeah, glutes as well, and just decompress. Amazing bit of kit. I should use it more. But like anything in it, we only do rehab when we're injured, innit?
Yeah.
Shoulder press machine over here. You might like this one. Have you ever been to Olympic gym? The old Olympic gym in Ashton?
No,
really good gym that was. I got this and there from there.
Okay.
Shut down. They've got a bigger gym,
right.
But it was a really good bodybuilding gym, powerlifting gym. And when I was there, I was getting that. I saw this shoulder press, and it's belt driven. Instead of cable, it feels a better movement to me. There's only really me who uses it, to be honest.
Is there?
Because I'm just sick of doing barbell overhead press.
Hold that for you, buddy.
Yeah, barbell overhead press and dumbbells, to be honest. I like to just sit down and do something, but that it's just a really nice. This is the only thing that's like a nice to have in this gym. Just have a feel of that, see what you think. Tell me if it's shit or not.
Yeah, that's very, very smooth.
Yeah, the belt drive just gives it that tension all the way through, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's
not a monolift. Have you ever seen one of these before?
No, I haven't, no.
Yeah, so Andy, will you just jump in this just so we can show it? So, a fun fact about this, there's only 2 of these in this country, of this specific one, yeah.
Right.
It's a company made it in some Eastern European company, but I can't remember. Well, the guy who dropped it off was I shouldn't smile, but he was actually moving from Ukraine because of the troubles, and while he was moving, he got paid to bring it me. So it was actually quite crazy. But yeah, this is a monolift. So they use these in competition. You can do so. That could be loaded up to 400 kilos. Do you know what I mean? And rather than take all the weights off and change the rack height and bring it down, this pumps it up, puts it up to his size. It's probably about there. So he can get under that weight there. He can unrack it and the arms come away, so he doesn't have to walk that weight out.
Right.
So he can squat that weight, he'll squat down, come back up and we can rack that.
Fantastic.
Yeah, so benefit is, so obviously Abby can train with Connor, who's 6'5", do you know what I mean? We can go from here all the way back down to there, load, and it'll hold any weight, that, do you know what I mean?
Cool, yeah.
When I bought this, it was the most expensive thing I owned at the time, yeah. But then this bar on here, this is a squat bar, so that's competition bar. So you know how I said that one's thinner, this one's thicker.
Okay.
Just feel the nailing on that one. Yeah, so that will do the opposite of the deadlift bar. It'll stay stiff. Right. So you don't want that whip. No. When you're squatting, you need it to be completely stiff so you can rigid and it doesn't bounce and move out everywhere. So it's all slightly different, nuanced. Yeah. Kit. This one here is a ball bar. So people who have shoulder and elbow problems, which is most people in powerlifting, can squat, and it's less.
So they can't reach back.
It's less problems on the elbows and shoulders. We've got 2 of them. That's another power bar. So that's just a general powerlifting bar, which we've got loads of them. Obviously, normal racks, benches, sandbags, 50 kilo plates as well. You know, like we were talking about them ones before. This is the first bar I ever bought. It's Texas Power Bar. This, and I know it looks rusty and everything, but it was £600 this when I bought it. Yeah.
Right. What's special about that then?
So it's just a good all round bar. So it won't flex under loads of weight. It won't bend. Good knurling, and in the federation me and Andy competed in, they used the stiff bar, and this is what this is. Right. So at the time you had to import them from America at the time. So that's what I did. And then the cool story is I needed loads of money. I needed money because I'd stopped my job and stuff like that. So I sold it to Andy, and now it's ended up back in the gym. So it's just pretty cool, to be honest. But yeah, so like I say, everything's just a bit improvised. So we do T-bar rows and stuff there in the landmine. Cable crossovers, so just general, mostly the bodybuilding stuff done on here, to be honest. You can make anything work, can't you? We'll do like seated rows, push downs, face pulls a lot as well. But yeah, loads. We do a lot of bodybuilding.
When we came in early, you said you had a Ronnie Coleman story for us.
Oh yeah. Andy, come tell this Ronnie Coleman story. So we'll show you the picture first. Yeah, one of members here went and saw him because he was in the gym. I think it was in Kirkham or something like that. Got a signed picture, so it was very cool. Yeah. Oh, was you there? Yeah. So she went there. But me and Andy was competing in was it Birmingham?
Yeah, the NEC.
Yeah, and he competed, and we're just having cigars in this hotel, and I'm just looking, and it's mad. I just saw a shooting star. I was like, look at that shooting star, and then Ronnie Coleman wheels into the hotel. I was like, but he couldn't get in, could he? No. He was like in a wheelchair, and couldn't get through this door, and I was like, that's Ronnie Coleman, and we saw him, and then eventually we ended up just going in the bar. And he bought him a brew and that, and we're talking to him. We just talked, and it said, "Oh, just competed today," and he was looking at your lifts and that, weren't he?
Right.
Yeah, he got.
Oh wow! Put that on there.
So we were just sat there having cocktails, weren't we? Yeah. He bought Ronnie Coleman a brew with his missus, and then. This female Miss Olympia came in, the UK, I don't know if you know her, but she came in, but she thought that we was with Ronnie Coleman. And all these people came in, didn't they? And they thought like we were like part of the entourage and that, but it was just one of them surreal moments. Right, and like obviously everyone loves Ronnie Coleman, don't they?
And was he sound like when you were talking?
Yeah, he was really sound. He unfortunately he's not so well, is he? No. So like he didn't have that much of an attention, did he? No. You got a good 15 minutes out of him, good few conversations. Yeah, and then he was kind of like, he wasn't interested in it. Yeah, he wasn't interested in. Right. Like there was quite a lot of like entourage that came and all wanted a bit of him and stuff like that. But it was a nice 10-15 minutes, wasn't it? Yeah. But he's literally a legend, isn't he? Do you know what I mean? Yeah. But yeah, that was really good. Here, this is a safe squat bar. You've probably seen these, but it's good. I know it looks tattered and horrible, but it's actually a really good one. That like I squatted 300 on that at Christmas, like so. It's solid. It's a good one. That's yours, Andy, isn't it? Yeah. It's good. It's good. But all these little like nuanced things like this is Swiss bars. It's got 2 Swiss bars. Hit from different angles, bench press from different angles. This here, what Abby's on here, that's like I said about the deadlift bar. That's a specific bar. So Abby's doing an abs comp, so that's the bar that she is going to compete on. Okay. So it's very specific. That's competition bench. the bench can come away, and it's a squat rack, so it's a combo rack. Use them in certain feds as well. So everything's like for powerlifting. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Trap bar, we don't really use that much. Chains. So we use these a lot in powerlifting, which I think bodybuilders use it just for like dips and stuff, don't they, really? But like you put that on there. So it's a bit low for Abby's midget arms. But so basically the theory is for powerlifting on this is it's heavier at the top, lighter at the bottom. Yeah. So it's a good way of hitting sticking points or feeling heavier weights and making it slightly easier. So if you get stuck at the bottom, do you know what I mean? You can overload the top. Same with squats, like it makes the hole coming out of the hole slightly easier, but harder to lock out. So it's a good piece of kit. Them they're together 30 kilos, so you feel them when they're on. My messy just dumbbell area. This is just essentials that we need. Do you know what I mean? It's nothing.
Is that from Lewis?
Yeah, that's Lewis Simmons. Yeah, some more bars over here. Axle, safety squat bar, another ball bar. That's a cambered bar. So you see how that's like a square. Just different stuff that we use for powerlifting. Yeah. Is the gym PBs. Okay. So he's a competition lifts people have done. So so either weight classes, male and female, and different numbers that people have hit in competition there, and what competition and stuff. So it's good. Like you want to get your name on there. Do you know what I mean? So you're fighting for that. Generic lat pull down machine that we still need to train our backs with different attachments and stuff like that. That's pretty much it, to be honest. But yeah, so we're small but strong.
Small but everything you need.
That's it, mate. Yeah, everything you need for powerlifting.
Nice one. Thanks again, Ewan. Appreciate the tour. Thank you for having us at your gym, and hope it goes well for you. Hope you get some business off this and you keep going from strength to strength. Sounds like you're doing well anyway.
No, I appreciate that. Thanks for coming. Nice one, mate. Thank you very much. Cheers, mate. Thank you.